Greetings everyone, and Grid here for another H-Bars 4 replay. So on the left side is Yellow English, we have Rammstein Summer Tour 2024. On the right side as Magenta or Pink Delhi Sultanate, we have Roger Scruton. When it comes to map generation, of course, Delhi Sultanate does have advanced berries, so he does have this berry deposit here. Somewhat safe large berry deposit here, and a very safe berry deposit here with your own local doggo you can pet. It'll go down here as well. Couple deer deposit here and way down here near Pumbaa, but since he's Islamic, it's haram. Over here, of course, for the English player, got boar and deer next to each other as well, but a good chance the English player may not touch the resource on the field. As well as up here. Bear deposits, he probably may not touch whatsoever. He may touch this area since it's pretty nice and congested with food. Delicious food. Here's sheep being collected up. Nobody's going for like get a dock and go for a handful of fishing boats. And of course we got the Abbey Kings being deployed on the field, which is pretty standard. And Dome of Faith is going on up as well, which will give you some bargain bin scholars, 50% off. What a deal.
Hey, sir. Asti rende. Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah.
It does find a good number of sheep. Very nice. Oh, it does not have... Okay, there's a sheep. But it feels like Pink found a little bit more. Though granted, he's also collecting up berries while Yellow's collecting up sheep. Abbey King's now being has been put on the field. His first free king being put on the field. And looks like the English player is also playing some horsemen. He's guy being a bit aggressive. There's the stable right there. I don't know why I had trouble seeing it. Of course, got a stable here for Pink, which does include some Delhi Raiders. Or Ghazi Raiders, not Delhi Raiders. They are a bit more expensive, but they hit harder but slower. They are a little bit more healthy. But 135 health, was it? As opposed to 120, 25, 20. 25. The King's engaging the Ghazi Raider. The Ghazi Raider does have +4 damage versus heavy, which the King is heavy. Yes, I'm calling him fat. Fat shaming him. Horseman and Knight. Which way forward or not? Knight King. And King does not have the same damage output as a Knight. Far from it. His attack speed is not only weaker but also far slower. Ghazi Raiders moving around. Of course, the King does provide some health benefits for these nearby horsemen, as well as to himself. Scout does take a bit of fire there. The King takes the opportunity to counter-attack as his horsemen push way forward. Very nice, very good peel there. No villagers on these spirit deposits. He's right now collecting sheep. Very safe and delicious sheep. Horseman charges way forward, does not get any hits there. All these units are moving around. Pink does have a handful of spearmen now, just 2. His hardened spearmen is just completed as well. Gauzy Raiders push way forward. I hit that Scholar. Does get some damage on the Scholar. Scholar does go down, but remember as well, those are bargain bin Scholars. Destroy values is 130, but it's actuality just 65. Horseman trying to engage. King is dead. And the King's being redeployed on the field. Long live the King. And these horsemen just need to keep on running. They're fighting against too many Gauzy Raiders at the moment. Gauzy Raiders are very far from being wounded. Wolf does get some bites there, does get another horseman. Unlike Sipahi, Gauzy Raiders do move at full horseman speed. And of course, the nice thing about the Abbey Kings is this also provides them health regen, a massive amount of as well, as staggering 6 per second. So, if you ever play Kane's Wrath, you may like this structure to heal up your units. Bring back units to the War Factory. Couple archery ranges going up, on up. Got survive or professional scouts on the way for Pink, slowly but surely. And with that, once he gets that research, he could actually eye for a handful of additional scouts just to grab the deer. Gauzy is moving around, does claim one of the wolves. Villagers may go down. Some of the villagers do get trapped. Looks like 3 villagers do go down there, very nice. And Pink will be backing on off. We got a decent number of Gauzy Raiders and Spear employment right now on the field for the Delhi Sultanate. Take a site being captured on up. Gauzy Raiders moving around, trying to find another opportunity to engage. And great, I got a... Oh, luckily the... spam bot got flagged by Twitch, very good. Twitch has been getting better at stopping those spam bots. Remember to ban that spam bot. Also excited to catch up by Pink. One is encapsulated by walls. This other one is being encapsulated. Villagers take some damage. Horseman taking a bit of damage. King does move still faster than knights and scouts, but does still move slower than horsemen. So the king could be separated from formation, let the horseman run away, because right now he's just getting chipped on down. Although the horseman played by the English player has not been successful. He has a number of longbowmen. He can perhaps pull out some palings on the field. But right now he just needs some spearmen. Compound defender now being built. Oh, and he is actually utilizing professional scouts. Very nice. That will prolong his need for going out, what's it called, farms. He is collecting still a decent amount of berries, so he has a decent amount of berries to still collect on up. It's just give him a greater stockpile of food sources. English player does have a good number of farms in the field, as well as a good number of idle villagers. I'm not sure how long they've been idle. They'll start capturing this sacred site, which is based on the few real economic benefits the Delhi Sultanate has. Free research is nice, and can be quantified, but just you don't get them quickly. But the nice thing as well is the extra little bit of gold and earlier sacred sites from this as well can go a long way. After all, 125 gold per sacred site is effectively 3 villagers worth of gold income. In this case, when he had both of them captured, that was plus 6 villager income, which is quite nice. That put him at 46 versus 41, slight advantage. And also gold, the precious metal that we all crave. Compound Defender now being deployed in the field, which of course will allow his engineers to put out stone structures, as well as make your stone structures cheaper. Including town centers. Nice thing as well, it also allows you immediate access to keep research to Q1 up. Very, very useful. Especially for the Delhi Sultanate, where they can queue up the village fortress immediately, and then they can start pulling out some more keeps to have additional villager queues going. King's Palace not being built by the English. Going for that, probably because he knows a good chance the Delhi Sultanate does go with the Compound Defender, who's currently not researching anything at the moment. And the Compound Defender, of course, will give him access to early extra villager queues, though will take 4 minutes. So him building a second town center, aka second town center, would allow him to keep track of the Delhi Sultanate, which is somewhat hard to judge how many villages they have when they get the castle age. Got these units moving around. King's Square is now aged on up. Now, overall, the Delhi Sultanate player has not queued up all of his additional research going, so I think Delhi Sultanate forgot to, well, queue up all of his research. He's starting to queue up some of the research now. He needs to get his economic research going. He should have been getting that a long time ago. Bit of an oversight there. After all, he's going to be fighting his tech disadvantage when his opponent starts getting his veteran research going. So only really the veterans of Ghazi Raider. As well as he already has, he's already got the veteran spearman research.
Testers for this reader.
Veteran longbow on the way for the English player. He's not going for veteran horseman just yet. Probably needs more gold, as well as food. Does cost 100 food, which he does now have. Still needs 250 gold, which he does not have. He's doing a good job of claiming all these deer. He only has 7 scouts on the field. Don't know how effective he's been cleaning up deer. And yep, I can see the pile of carcasses there. There's only 2 villagers there in reference on that pile of green. It's hard for me to tell how much deer is there. A delicious amount is my appraisal of how much deer is there. Villagers being pursued. Looks like they're collecting up deer up there, I think. No, they're just tasked on the deer deposit. They didn't have meat in their hands. They're just when you get tasked onto a job, it just immediately applies the animation for it, not necessarily how if they actually are carrying anything. I always forget that part. Horsemen try forward, get some damage onto those horsemen. Out of longbows on the field. Going +1 or +2 range damage now. Bit of damage there. We're trying to pursue these units. Got a good number of longbowmen on the field. Sultanate is probably going to go for... No, I'm not sure what he's going to go for. He's probably going to go for the... What is it called? The one that you get food per research. I forget what that one's called at the top of my head. As opposed to getting gunpowder elephants. Yellow could go for the Warren Palace. May just go for the Berkshire or Palace instead. Someone's going for Man-at-Arms Ghazi Raider at the moment. Got now armored clad being researched by the English player, which makes sense. Armor clad is what makes English Man-at-Arms really good. The fast production speed is also quite nice. Horsemen, Geyser's gets good damage there. Yellow's longbow don't have enough range, but he's trying to focus down some of those crossbowmen. Yellow's horsemen moving around. Man-at-Arms don't really have a counter to them, but overall Yellow's front line just getting crushed through. Horsemen drifting around to get some of those archers. I heard a relic picked on up. King is dead. And overall, looks like Pink just found a great engagement there, able to reach immediately the longbowman. Yellow's front line was simply not strong enough, and he didn't really have any real counter. He had a longbowman, which his opponent had a decent amount of Geyser Raiders, as well as a decent amount of Man-at-Arms and Lancers on the field, which are, of course, heavy. Longbowmen are nice and all, but they're not a hard counter for those units, or even a soft counter, really. So he lacked a large amount of anti-armored bar and anti-cavalry parts. He needed more spearmen. His opponent didn't have many archers in the field. Now with the forced march research, villagers trying to run away as well to the outpost. Even though Pink's Man-at-Arms are nothing too fancy, special with his current build, they were pretty useful in that previous engagements because they had no proper counter. The Sultanate's Man-at-Arms can actually get really nice, some of the best in the game if built properly. They of course can get increased attack speed from the Tower of Victory, and of course can get +3 damage from the House of Learning, which effectively I think makes their Man-at-Arms better than English Man-at-Arms on open field without nearby support of network castles or citadels. In fact, they actually compete with Holy Roman Empire Man-at-Arms when built that way. It's just that what makes English Man-at-Arms so useful in this situation, even versus those type of Man-at-Arms, is the fact that the English economy is just very geared to build Man-at-Arms with their robust Age 4 farming economy. Still require a little bit of supplement, but still pretty good. We got mass keeps around here, which also means mass villager production. Ink is behind, but does have both sacred sites. Big site victory in 7 minutes. Each player has 50 military units versus 72. He's fighting against... Oh, look at the army value quality. A ×3 difference. Holy crap. Lancers are very high quality. He also has more man-at-arms as opponent, which are technically lesser quality, but still. There's a couple siege weapons. Of course, 11 scholars tend to inflate it, especially when they should be 50% off when it doesn't calculate for that. So this is grossly inflating the value by probably close to 2,000. But still, if you just remove 2,000, he still has more than double, or actually now a little less than double. Magnell does not hit the villagers there. Yellow still has a handful of spearmen, but they're not veteran spearmen, they're just hardened spearmen. So they receive no upgrades from English player. Good damage there. Crossbowman firing away. Hanging out does take a bit of damage, does go down there. Focused down by the keep itself. Yellow has held, but there's still the victory condition affected by 2 keeps here. One does have a spring golem placement. Both of them have spring golem placements. Trebuchet is now being pulled out by the English. We have a network of castles being researched by the same keep who's trying to get a trebuchet out. He's also taking time to actually collect up deer on the field. I don't see any deer left here. This is sheep. Villagers getting ripped apart there. Military Academy is almost complete. Ink does, of course, have a good number of village productions, so he can get his village replaced. He has plenty of food for them as well. Yellow has a bit of gold, so he has enough and wood, so he can pull out some more siege weapons. Has 2 siege weapons or trebuchets now on the field, but he has to get through 3 keeps. It may be a good idea for him just to put some holes in these walls, so if he needs to, he can try dogpiling onto the point, which a battering, in fact, pulling out a battering ram could be very useful. Just break down the wall and sit on the point. Lancers push way forward. Got a number of crossbowmen, men-at-arms, spearmen, and villagers under there. Lancers taking a bit of damage. Okay, we got the keep go. One has gone down, so 2 more remaining. We got triple trebuchets. Ink has 2 trebuchets here, as well as a pair of mangonels and a pair of spring golds. Those are trying to charge way forward, throw some torches, but they're getting ripped apart. Yellow's now out of stone. A keep will go down. This last springboard will not be built. So yellow has 1 springboard to work with. His opponent has 2 on the field. Trebuchet is taking out that wall section. Just trying to make an opening there. Pink creates an opening for his forces. Of course, this tiny little bit of wall segment is somewhat in the way as well. Yellow's advancing, trying to decapture the sacred site. King does hit some springboard hits here. Yellow's advancing. King is dead instantly. Trebuchet is engaging. Of course, got a War Elephant. But it is a heavy unit, so these crossmen clicks down pretty quickly. This is a lot of targets in front of him. King's Trebuchet does go down. King says decent force of men-at-arms and lancers. Yellow's crossbowmen push forward. They have spoiled the network of citadels. However, Pink has a good number of mangonels here to engage. Yellow's ground frontline force is starting to disintegrate. The Pink's is pretty much disintegrated as well. World does go down. Just heavy units remaining. Does has good over crossbow, and the 6-side wall remains here. That's probably going to be game. Now we're trying to get some more mana ore in the field. He's out of gold. He's out of stone. He's also pretty much out of food. And he's almost out of time. 1 minute, 10 seconds remaining. Oh, and he's out of crossbowmen. Mangonels stone those villagers to death. And Yellow is back to the game now. This is Anchorage saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.